All right, today we're going to be looking at the freaking Auguson Farms Be Ready to Emergency Meals. Now, I'm going to read off the back of this real quick, and then we're going to go ahead. We're just going to start making it and taste testing it. So, are you ready? Emergency preparedness and self-reliance are more important now than ever. Be ready for anything with great tasting, easy to prepare emergency food. When the going gets tough, just grab the 72-hour Be Ready Emergency Meal Kit, a couple gallons of water for meal prep, and you'll stay energized and focused in a crisis. For your emergency lifeline, Auguson Farms is the name you can trust. We'll be the judge of that. But anyhow, since me standing here holding a bag would be boring, let's just go ahead, let's throw it down onto the table and freaking start making some food. So, jump cut. So, real quick, for the sake of posterity, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tear the top off of this, which is, it comes in a Ziploc bag for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm sure you can figure out a use for that. And then we're going to take a look at what's on the inside of it and hope it comes with instructions. Now, this is the creamy chicken flavored rice, and it does have instructions on it. We got your creamy potato soup, which I'm looking forward to because if it's anything like the Ready Wise one, I'm probably going to be disappointed. Not Ready Wise, it's the Ready Hour. And maple brown oatmeal. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make the entire pouch. The entire pouch of all this stuff. So, I got to get my trusty pot and get some water and make the whole thing. Now, this doesn't come with as much as it did in the Ready Hour kit, but whatever. So, jump cut. Now, just real quickly, while the water is boiling and I haven't dumped the contents of the pouch in here, why am I using a butane burner to do this when I could just use it in my kitchen? It's because in an emergency situation, you might not have gas, you might not have power, you might not even have a kitchen. So, having something like this little butane burner could be invaluable, along with plenty of fuel to freaking to fuel it. Just some food for thought, real quick. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just gotta throw my contents in here and whatnot, and then just go ahead and taste test it. So, jump. All right. One thing I love about the oatmeal and all these 72-hour kits is it only takes like a couple minutes to prepare, as opposed to the other meals that take like 30 minutes to prepare. But if this tastes anything like it smells, it should be pretty good. So, let's go ahead and get a little bit of it on there, blow it off, and let's see how she tastes. A little bit on the bland side. I mean, like really bland side. But yet again, as I said before, I've never really made oatmeal, so I don't know what good oatmeal tastes like, but I assume it's a lot more flavorful than this. And I'm not sure your kids would actually eat this. I mean, like a little bit of extra sugar, a little maple syrup, a little something extra to it, would make it taste amazing. But as it sits right there, it's just okay. It's a bit on the bland side. And hopefully that isn't just a reflection of everything else in this meal, otherwise I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. But anyhow, on to the next thing. So, jump cut. Creamy chicken flavored rice. Now, normally you'd probably think of something a little heavier than this, a little more calorie dense would be something that would be perfect for dinner. And you'd be right. But I wanted to save that creamy potato soup if it actually ends up being good, because it's like one of my favorite comfort foods. But since that'd be boring, let's just go ahead and let's jump cut to after we stirring this in. Well, I'm not even going to show you stirring this in. I'm just going to freaking go right straight to the taste test. It takes like 25 minutes to make, 25 minutes, 30, something like that minutes to make. And, yeah, so jump. Oh, and one thing before this, you're going to need a pair of scissors or a knife or something in order to open these, because these are not easy to open. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Pardon the air conditioner in the background. But anyhow, that took a long time to cook. But anyhow, let's see how it tastes. I mean, it looks good. It smells really good. I mean, like, for a smell test, it just smells like, it kind of smells like beef stroganoff, kind of. Weirdly. But I don't know. Let's see how it tastes. That don't taste half bad, actually. Tiny little bit bland. Mix a little hot sauce in there for me on that. That'd be pretty freaking good. But that's not bad. That's really not bad at all. I mean, as I said, it's a tiny little bit bland, but I'd eat this. Yeah, cooked perfectly. How about that? Anyhow, on to the next thing, which requires the most water. So jump. Creamy potato soup. Now, if this one's any good, this is going to end up being my dinner tonight. I mean, like, it's like 2 p.m. right now, so I'm not exactly super hungry. But with 10 cups of water, I'm not exactly sure how exactly creamy this is going to be. I mean, that's a lot of water for a soup, for one of these soups. I mean, like, I think one of them short lunches only calls for like 6 cups of water. I don't know. Anyhow, I guess since me standing here talking, it would be boring. Let's just go ahead and let's go to get the water boiling, and then come back with taste test. So jump. All right, it's been all nice and cooked. I've cooked it for about 20 minutes. Let's go ahead. Let's give her a quick little taste test, and then I'll give my final thoughts about this Auguson Farms emergency meal thing. Don't want to burn the roof of my mouth off. Other than, it's nice to have a nice hot bowl of soup when it's 100 degrees outside and it's 80 in your studio. That's really not bad. A bit too heavy on the oniony side. I mean, like a pinch of pepper and a pinch of salt make all the difference in this. But that's far from bland. And that's way better than the one from Ready Hour. I mean, because it actually tastes good. And I'm going to save this for my dinner. But anyhow, I'm just going to give you my few thoughts about this kit, and a few things before we go. Is that overall the oatmeal was kind of bland. The creamy chicken rice turned out way better than I thought it was going to. And this really isn't bad. I mean, it's not short lunch, it's not Bear Creek, but in a survival situation, something horrible happened and this is all I had to eat, I'm a happy camper. And that's saying something, considering I've already reviewed 3 of the other kits that I've done. The worst one being the ReadyWise one, which is probably the one that you're going to find in most of your local grocery stores and whatnot. The second worst being Ready Hour, which surprised me because I did that one third thinking it was going to be better than the 4 Patriots. The 4 Patriots was acceptable. But this blows them out of the water. I mean, it just straight up blows them out of the water. I mean, like, so if I was to actually buy emergency food, I think I probably would choose Auguson Farms. Now, there is another company called Valley Foods that's way more expensive than the rest of them. I kind of omitted that one because I think their 72-hour kit's like $70, whereas this one was like $35. So that is a thing. If they want to send me one, go for it. But yeah, no, Auguson Farms. By the way, if you watched this video this far and you liked what you've seen so far, go ahead and click on these other 2 videos. They're other ones of these. And thank you for watching.